Hello, family. Let me tell you, California is engulfed in flames. And I'm from California. I've been living in California for a very long time. And we've had our fires throughout the years. I remember when fire was going on in LA County, San Bernardino County, San Diego County. I mean, it was so much engulfed in flames that we could not even leave the house. I remember ashes would be on our cars and ashes would be on the streets. It was like it was snowing, but it was just fire ashes. It was smoky. They told us that we had to limit our air conditioner because all the air conditioning that would be running, it would cause a blackout. I mean, this was probably back in 2002, maybe 2001 when that happened. And a lot of damage was done. And over the years, there has been a lot of fire damage. Before I left California, my son and I, back in 2013 and 2015, had a vision and dream about LA County being engulfed in flames. Matter of fact, we were seeing it so bad in our dreams that I recorded an audio of both of us talking about this on our phones. And when I listened to it, it was everything that's happening right now, we talked about between 2013 and 2015. Now, there has been over 100 miles per hour of hurricane wind that's been sweeping through these places, and over 180,000 people have been evacuated. And what's interesting that you may not know, because a lot of people, you don't live in California, but Pacific Palisades, I'm not saying it right, but is a very wealthy area, and a lot of the movie stars live there, celebrities live there. Also, Hollywood is where all the film things are at. You have Studio City, you have Malibu, you have Santa Monica, you have all those wealthy cities over there, and you have all those nice stores like Michael Kors and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and Mac stores. It's almost like if you ever seen the Hunger Games, and the #1 territory is where you see like all the flamboyant people are, and they have all the riches and stuff like that. That's the wealthy people. And the alphabet community and the executives and the actors and all that stuff, that's Capital One. And remember, Region 2 was just the rich people that was under it. But that's just how that whole area is. And interesting enough, the mayor of Los Angeles was in Ghana at this time, and she had to fly back from her vacation in Ghana to tend to these fires, and she's getting heat from all these different celebrities telling her she needs to step down, as well as our Governor Newsom. Gavin Newsom needs to step down, and he says he's been trying to contact Biden, but Biden's not taking his phone calls. Well, no, it's because he's at the the third funeral of Jimmy Carter, that we all know that he's been passed away since 2018. But it's so interesting that my son had reminded me that we had dreams and visions about this fire that was about to happen. We've had a lot of fires throughout my years of living in California. I remember a time when we had a fire in San Bernardino County, Los Angeles County, San Diego County. All the counties were on fire. I mean, I live in Riverside County, and it was literally engulfed in flames. You couldn't even go. You couldn't even leave. I was thinking like, man, maybe I could go through Palm Springs, but Palm Springs was on fire. It was everywhere on fire. And they told us we had to stay inside the house. There were ashes everywhere on our cars, on the street, where we were turning on our air conditioner. But they were trying to tell us that not to turn on our air conditioners too much because it could cause a blackout. It was so much that was happening during that time. So I've seen a lot of fires. One of the things that disturbed me, and one reason why I decided to leave California, was back in 2023. They were trying to, they had actually, our HOA had told us that they had been canceled on our fire insurance. So we went from paying $125 to $266 on the HOA, and it was going up to $366 because of the fire insurance. And they started canceling everyone's fire insurance, saying that we were in a fire area. So people would have to try to get fire insurance outside of the state of California, and it was going to be triple the price. Well, you know, that's interesting, because they were saying that when that happened, a lot of the fire insurances, even in the LA County area, especially in those wealthy homes, they had canceled all the insurance of fire insurance on all those multi-million-dollar homes. So the insurance would not be responsible to pay. Don't you see that is a correlation of the Hawaii fire that's happening? Let me tell you, a lot of people, homes are being destroyed. A lot of people waited till the last minute and they lost their lives. There's a lot of animals that have lost their lives. There has been so much chaos that's going on in California right now, in the LA County area, not everywhere, but in that area, that people are just crying over the material things. Let me tell you, you should not have your life dependent on wealth and riches, because it can come and go just like that. Your heart and mind should be focused on Yahuah. And I said that at the very beginning of the year. Spend your time in the presence of Yahuah, because Yahuah is doing his judgment right now. And a lot of people are going to be angry because I said that. But you have to remember, it says this throughout the Bible, that Yahuah anger is going to be kindled, because this California leadership, some of the California people, not all, have turned their back on Yahuah. They have blasphemed Yahuah. They have mocked Yahuah consistently and continually. And you think he wasn't going to do anything? Matter of fact, he doesn't have to do a whole lot. Their God that they serve is doing it for them, because it's destroying everything that they thought they had. Today, choose this day who you will serve. Repent, because when you repent and turn from your wicked ways, Yahuah will hear you. Don't let this be the last time that you hear a message and you wake up in judgment.